Hi, I'm Willie T from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be here with you all this morning. I was just sitting down at the house, just fixing breakfast, just got through eating breakfast, and I really want to have a talk with you all. A lot of times you say, why this man come on this app and he say the things that he say? The reason I say the things that I say, because I actually experienced those things. When I was a young boy, I used to want money. So I used to want money so bad that an ex-girlfriend of mine, she took me to this spiritual advisor person. I didn't know what to expect. I just wanted my money to grow. But when I went to this person, I noticed had all kind of statues of Mother Mary. She had all type of crosses on their statues and stuff. Everything was in there. It was soft music. It was incense, just all through the air where the place smelled good. Everybody sit like in the living room, and she had a room like in the back, and then she'd have a bathroom by her room that anybody need to use the bathroom, they can use the bathroom. So anyway, make a long story short, this lady was when I went in there to her room, right? She asked me what I want, and I told her, I said, hey, I'm struggling. I need my money to grow. I don't want to do nothing to nobody. In other words, I'm not trying to put no boots in that. She said, I'm not like that. She said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pray for you. She said, what's your name, right? She had a big book. She said, I told her my name. She said, don't tell me your name. She said, write it in that book. So I written my name in the book. When I written my name in the book, I know that she had a big old Bible on the table. She had a big wooden cross in the Bible. She had necklaces, crosses on it. She was in white. She had a white turban on it. Everything the table she sit on, it was a table covered with white stuff. With a white cloth. And she had stuff that she would give you to put it in your shoes and whatever. She'll give you some oil, or she'll give you some stuff to take a bath in. These things that she would do, and this stood out most of all. After I got through writing my name down, she said, let me pray for you. So she started praying for me, speaking in tongues. I didn't know what she was saying. She was just praying and speaking in tongues. So I doubted that stuff was going to work, right? When within months, I noticed my money started increasing. My money started increasing real good. It started getting better and better and better. My money had got so good, I was able to do everything that I ever wanted in life. And I asked her this, and I forgot this part. I asked her this. I say, how much do I owe you when she got through? She said, whatever you want to give me. So I had about like $10 on me. I went to give it to her, right? She said, no, don't give it to me. Put it in the Bible. So I put it in the Bible. Now, I didn't think nothing of that, right? But now when you look back on it and stuff, and you look at how the Bible is full of spells, because I know she did a spell so my wealth will grow. She actually conjured up a spell. I'm not just telling you all this stuff and I just came out the blue with this stuff. I'm telling you how from my life experience. Once I got older and started looking up everything in the Bible, that's why people read the Bible. Everybody get what they want out of it. Because it's not a Bible. It's not a book that God confirmed and co-signed for this be a book for all of us to go to. This is something that's created by men and women of the world. And I'm not trying to say good men and good women. This Bible that was created, not only it binding the the law of man's together. You know, back in the old days when the Pharisees and the Sadducees, right? They used to be preaching, right? They used to be preaching. But then again, you remember, even before the Pharisees and the Sadducees came along, was preaching, right? You had the Hebrews, so they used to preach. They used to look up in the sky and preach to that God because they had a king that ruled Egypt. So they didn't never want to bow down to man because they knew that was wrong. They knew it was something greater than that man over there who people had made king in Egypt. They didn't never want to bow down to them. So when Moses and all of them came along, what they did, the Romans, they took the God that the Hebrew people who they used to offer their prayers of, even though they just call on the God in the sky, nobody never know God's name. And later on, people when they start getting smart enough and start writing stuff down, then people start trying to get God's name because they know it was important to make it seem like you was intelligent if you know who you was talking about. But what they did, when they did that, they messed up everything because now the Roman Catholic people, what they did, they took that, and it could have been the Roman Catholic people did it. I'm not unsure right now. That gave God a name, and what they did, they bound their laws, and they say, okay, whoever this God that the Hebrew people pray for, we gonna bind the laws together. In other words, we're gonna make our law superior. So when they come up with thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, they were really the Romans' law. Them wasn't God's law. Them was the Romans' laws. And they turned them into the Ten Commandments to govern the earth. And that's why the laws here on the earth don't mean anything, because you can go to jail. I can go kill somebody and go to jail for and get a life sentence. Somebody else can kill somebody and never do see jail. If it's God law, then nobody exempt from that. Anybody transgress that law, we've been dealt with according to that crime. That's why nobody in the world never was a sinner, because God never created us in the sin. God gave us all a clean slate. So don't nobody in the world have sin. Men and women of the world told us that we have sin. And a lot of time, and they gave us a biblical book, and a lot of time people just go off the book because it seemed the most intelligent thing to do. Because it's like this. Why would you believe me when I say, and this is what I'm saying, I serve the living God, the one who created the sun, the moon, and the stars. Then you're gonna ask me, well, where your proof? Where your books at to say that the living God did that, right? But the living God didn't create books. That's the thing about it. The living God allowed us to see it with our own eyes. And if we can see, we can feel it. The living God did things so nobody in the world have any excuse. So if we go and follow something that's written in the book that a man and woman written, then we clearly follow the path of man and women here on earth, because they written it down. They are the creation of the books, not the living God. The living God gave you one thing that you can do. You have a biological name. You could offer that up to the living God. Your date of birth to the living God. Whatever your mother brought you into the world, offer that up. And whatever you at that time, them four things nobody in the world would never have but you. It's a direct line to the living God that you can talk to the living God, both male and female, anytime you get ready. Them four things right there, it identify you. It's only one of you in this whole world. And when you offer that stuff up right there, them four things right there, it put It put the spotlight on you out of all these people in the world. God know 100% you calling on, and God know, both male and female, that you know that they exist, and God knows right then and there what you're asking them, and they will keep you and be with you. You know, they will keep you and be with you. Hi, my name is Willie Robert Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Keep subscribing to my channel, and I'll get on here tomorrow and tell you all something else. Thanks, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.